Hey y'all, this is Ishnai Ciarfox and welcome to my stream. Thanks to Haru, we managed to do some... That's still showing up. Motherfucker. Again.
Wow. Leo's sword in hand and the world at my feet.
We got some goodies for her. Artifacts. Nice goodies. Anyways. What were we doing? What were we doing? Oh, I'm gonna... When I get 20, I am gonna run over here for... I need... Give me yish. For a low level weapon I need to level up for... Because I suddenly have so many people who have bows. Which is the one that needs the bow one? Oh, that one. Ah, this one. I need some of those for that.
The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Oh. There's her. I have a bunch of those. And, but get her up as well. Which one is hers that she needs for talents? Yeah, that won't show up till tomorrow. Alright. Let's see. Wait, that's a... No, I remember what that's for. That's for a location. Emotep, I have a ham here. He's that you might like. I don't know why you're staying away. Ba 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Wait, have I done enough for a... No, I need one more. Ito's the one that I want to do next. Anyways, here you go, meow. Hi Haru, how are you? Wait, I've asked you that at least more than once today. I don't remember how many times. But as for, how are you this moment? Does that work better?
Oh, hey, Thumb. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit,
Nice.
it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Sweet.
I also brought some backup. I assume
Is
you
it
don't
just your
mind.
grandmother that lives with you, or does your grandfather also?
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral.
I mean, you're the one that's gonna die, but
I'm
I mean,
not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
I mean...
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
Fuck you for not doing anything.
That's close.
Cue the spotlight. Surprise. Huh.
Good that
To compel.
me, especially since Leeway is right next, that it hasn't spread the fact that I have that I've literally taken out gods. Because it's not like I'd look odd enough.
Academia scum!
I look different enough so that it would be obvious that I'm not.
Boss, finally!
You drunk?
Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Huh? Boss?
Error, 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 error.
Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
Error, error, error. It's red, therefore...
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Nice fight scene. They amped up the stuff.
Target acquired. Arrest him.
Love you tried to run in that.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
That sounds familiar.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
I mean, no, of course not. Shut up, Paimon.
It looks like
We're
he
starting
used
this
the
early.
divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him?
No. Speaking of which, hey, pass.
Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power.
Dispossesses you?
Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
I mean, it's the same thing I heard before. Yeah.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Oh, who knows what would have happened to us?
Would it make you shut up?
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
You grabbed it. I saw you grab it.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we can go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all.
Bitch, you have that capsule. I saw you.
Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham. Until we meet again.
Lisa is based. Hi, hi. Yeah, Lisa is based. Did you enjoy your gentleman's reading time.
Now,
Hey,
do
you
I deal
two.
with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Nearly there to get you at 70. Not particularly, and any length I've gotten, it's due to Haru's help. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. All I know is story. Oh. Teleport there.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks
Alright.
she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed
Good
us
luck with
around
your
there last
readings, Abby. There are some really good ones out there, because I was curious after last night's stream, so have fun. There are some really good yaoi ones. Oh my god.
Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
Yes, absolutely yes. I want to get him. Besides the fact that I need the only Geo person I have besides my character turning into it is Rosella, whatever her name is, the maid knight.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali
But also,
will feel
it's
everyone's
Geodaddy.
gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
No, yeah, the Geo Knight. Yeah.
Of course we
But
will.
her attacks, especially when I have to do when I need to use it for like geo puzzles, it takes forever for her, especially if it's a timed one, to get back her ability so that I can be able to hit it with geo stuff.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure.
Well, I did have time to spend time with a twink, I guess.
There is another chance. I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
You were eavesdropping.
She's supposed to.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
I can protect her.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Shut up, Paimon.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from
I
your long journey
teleported.
back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
I know, right? Born 1,000 roses brings. I haven't worked on it anymore, but I was going through and highlighting on my reels to pull to see how many times I say "shut up, Paimon" or something similar.
Here we are. It's also
He's liking
fairly close
Paimon.
to where I've been staying.
I mean, I'm fine with her when she's quiet.
It looks really nice.
And when she's not being greedy and stupid.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures. when you
And the
next
stupid
get the
part is when
chance.
she's repeating what the other characters just said, so that it's more or less over-explaining rather than, hey, we already got the context clues first.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell
And
you stories
if an
like
autistic
telling-
person can point out that the context clues were obvious, you've got something wrong with you.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together today? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero Festival, too. Will there be lots of yummy food? Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, Traveler.
Oh, she actually can have some use in a battle?
Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Well, I've seen some, and I haven't looked into the reason behind. I have seen some images of her looking older. And I couldn't tell if it was just the fan base aging her up, or if it actually appeared in game, and I don't really want to know the information. That's the reason why I haven't looked any further into it, because I want to be surprised.
I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. It's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today.
When the
Well,
game first came out, it
shall
might
we?
have just been
Let's start with the stalls over there.
concept art. When who knows?
Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in
She
there
has a
just for the
bounce to
morale.
her step.
They
That's
all
different
said
from the
that
other female
contributing to a
walking.
lively festival
Oh,
atmosphere
sorry.
is more important than money, especially since we don't often get to celebrate.
Because the bounce
Lesser Lord
causes her
Kusanali's
skirt to
birthday.
Ooh, they're selling
slightly go.
food over there.
Sorry.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Well, they do have a computer on the side of their face.
Mushrooms,
Okay.
flowers, and all kind of fruit.
It also might be
It's all
her skirt
vegetarian
looking.
Stuff. Aw, Paimon's a little disappointed.
In India, you know that there's a side for vegetarian. There've always been a side for vegetarian, and there's always been a side for meat eaters.
So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashava mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumera roses, Sunsettias, Kapulatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
I don't think it'll let me
The Sub-Zero Festival is a vegetarian
do that through
holiday?
here, though.
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumeru uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon,
Yeah, that's probably could have been a playable character. Yeah.
then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak?
I mean, you can grow fruit.
Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible!
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
You can grow vegetables and mushrooms.
Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
I mean, I do that on my own, but sure.
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
They're two different things and probably shouldn't be put together, but sure, why not?
Right?
We're gonna
I
be
thought
like
the same
medieval.
when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
That's the divination part.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
I want explosions. Shut up, Paimon.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Okay.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
Paimon.
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
She's smart when the plot needs her to be.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Well, one of those said that it was a moonflower.
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
How big does your mouth get?
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
I'm an adventurer. It goes with the territory.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome
This
your
book.
fears, the sun will surely rise.
I mean, it has to eventually, or we'd all die.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
I mean, this isn't something that happens very often, so I can understand.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the Sub-Zero's
Yeah, it's not
festival
letting
was very lively a long, long time ago. Large
So-
flower carriages used to parade through the city.
Mind you,
As they headed
this
towards
skirt
Port Ormuz,
isn't
people would
covered
throw
by a
flowers, candy, and
tails,
liquor all along the
clothing
way.
tails, so this has a better view than
Dunyarzad's
Rosera.
eyes are
I mean,
sparkling right
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros will be just as impressive.
look, if you're gonna make me walk and look at her ass, I'm gonna look at her ass.
Attention!
Oh, it's Saint
Soldiers,
Nick.
Fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
It's young Santa Claus.
Junior-Zod! Wow!
Are we gonna have any Turkish delights as a candy?
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda
I've never had
candies.
Turkish delights.
In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sabzeruz festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
I wonder.
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sabzeruz festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, bribe me. Bribe me.
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Bribe me with sweets. I will believe and say yes to anything. Just give me sweets.
Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one. Don't these boxes all look the same?
Beggars can't be choosers, Paimon.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, horror fruit, sunsetia.
Don't care. I'm picking the blue one because blue. Favorite color.
Those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
I mean, there has to be a bad one.
What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizardtail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
The exact flavor you want.
Right. Paimon believes in you.
I don't believe in myself. Why are you believing in me?
I also believe in your intuition.
Fuck both of you.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Stop kicking up on me.
Attention! That's unfortunately Lizardtail.
See?
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
Shut the fuck up. I'm the one that pays for your meals,
The
bitch.
Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number
I picked number 4.
How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
The first one I picked was number 4 because I wasn't sure because I couldn't count.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Same thing.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Night of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candies, so
No,
let's
they don't
go.
sound the same, but he does give out candies.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sabzeruz festival.
How embarrassing.
Let's see. What would be able to show the bounce more? Okay, it is going downhill. Cool.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
Oh.
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Pause. Isn't that her?
That most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
1 second. I looked over and for no reason.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
Duh.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Professional here.
Hey,
ready?
did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
I mean, hot, yes.
Dia! Dia the Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Bitch, my hair is worse.
Don't speak so disrespectfully.
And being wild.
My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now?
Wow,
Don't get
wow.
too cocky!
Oh, you had to bring friends. Oh, you're looking so ferocious. It's so cute. Nobody caught it. Fuck. Also, you're looking so cute. Head pats and candies for the poor little boys.
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right. All right, fine.
I have some lizard tail candy. Do you want some, babies? Oh.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go
Find you all. Do I take... Am I supposed to wait for... You know I can pick her up and carry her.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
Does she look okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You can give her a piggyback ride.
You're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Why are you surprised?
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
No, I just checked. When?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
See, she's a sweetheart.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Sweetheart!
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Mood?
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest?
We can
I'll
sit her
look around
down
the
so she
area
can
to
watch
make
the
sure we're safe
dance.
from an ambush.
Truly, I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
I mean, like, say, it doesn't matter about the stars. I like the characters. Come on. Okay, the stars do count somewhat, but I mean, if I'm gonna ship, the stars don't matter.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret.
I already figured out what you have. You have the same thing as Kali.
I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
I can? Do not pay. She doesn't pay attention, sorry.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets.
Are we gonna kill a character every
I wanted to meet other
arc?
people. To
Just
me,
general
there's
question.
nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the
That guy that was
incredible
using
time spent
delusion
preparing for the
when-
festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
That's not how memories work, baby doll. But sure, give her comfort in that.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me.
I mean, we were going to have this conversation eventually.
To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
I mean...
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Yes.
Almost time
I
for
will try
what?
not to soapbox today.
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Maybe, like, I don't know, some of her, some artifacts might make her better? I don't know. Ah, okay.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros festival.
if we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zero's festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zero's festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
I mean, they're forms of expression. If you pursue, if you find...
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru
This is not a
City
utopia.
for all scholars who sought validity.
It's a
verity,
different type
and
of
truth,
searching. It's soul
while people
searching.
like you wish to defile it.
I hate.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
Qualified. Does my fist count as qualified?
When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Wait. I love it when reason and logic become its own religion. That's the way they're treating it.
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
I mean, I'm the fucking protagonist. I'm gonna make something about it.
Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did.
Why is there a sensor there?
Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success. But Dunyarzad is running out of time.
Some regrets can't be resolved, yeah. Oh, look, a god in my head. Or is it?
The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
Me? Don't make me weaker. Now, would you think of that?
We should go meet Dinyarzad right away!
There's a connection, isn't there? Nah, never. Yeah, we didn't. That was the what the fuck earlier.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
Is the disease pulling energy from them?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going!
I like my kitty girl. Now, can you have a fox girl that has the same coloring?
Ooh, they're selling
Or I could
food
pretend
over
she's a
that
fox
way.
girl.
Let's go take a look!
They're all. I'm technically a gray fox. Well, more like a fox.
This is
That
a
makes
stall
it.
offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays would know.
Why?
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little
What groundhog? Full.
Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sub-Zerus festival's traditions. People used to set
Did
their
they
tables
reset
with 7
time
different
so that-
foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendroarchon.
Remnants appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
That you bit out of.
The moon signifies...
What drugs? What
It's
drugs?
escaping me for
Get this thing
now.
off my ear. Get
Wait
this
a moment.
fucking thing off my ear.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies.
Get the thing off my ear.
But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
She sounds just as tired.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Did they reset the day so that...
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall. So, where to next?
I swear, it probably has something to do with the thing on my ear. Get it off. Get it off. It connects to your neural pathways. Get it off. It won't let me run. Like I said, nice view.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty.
Yes, Knight Varus! What's going on? Is...
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers.
It's... Oh, do you want some Yalda candies?
What's to pick?
It's not...
Ooh, how...
And there's also lizard...
Why are those Traveler, help...
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right! Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
Flavor of Déjà Vu. Why am I not going to where we're about to be attacked? We're supposed to be. Well, I don't quite remember.
A feeling of déjà vu?
Oh look, French also exists in this world.
Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it?
No.
So, why'd you run here in such a hurry?
Well, at least it isn't déjà vu, the thing, that I will do this again. I think that's what it's called. The feeling I will do this again.
Doing things you usually wouldn't, and seeing if you still get that same feeling of déjà vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste.
We left her alone when she's about to be beaten up, but I mean, the merc is there.
Baked Angelina cake. Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now.
I already covered this with you, Paimon!
That thing? Are you really gonna eat it?
Don't knock it till you try it.
Isn't this going a bit too far?
There were so many images going through my mind on how people...
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud déjà vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again and try something else?
Am I locked up in a pod somewhere? Do I have to go beat up, Diz?
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there.
Oh, we're gonna go... She's still wearing the bandages on her hand when she wasn't before.
What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that,
So
I sat
things
down
still
here.
progress even outside.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
What I'm doing too.
Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much!
I mean, I've only met
Not at
two.
all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
This is not her.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
Oh, I met him once, and it...
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt déjà vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something
I've only
that's
had one
happening
cutscene with him, and he's I would say, he has a good ego, but I mean, like I said, I
Déjà
haven't
vu?
spent too much.
I know. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling déjà vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. Let's go.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me.
So basically what you were saying
to
is...
tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
You're... I would say it's too good, but you don't have enough balls to, you know, face off against somebody you think lack thereof.
When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform
Basically,
him when
you're a
I return.
coward. That's what I was trying to say.
The Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Then why won't you let us dance if it's to our heart's content? Get the thing off my ear, get the thing off my fucking ear.
Oh, Dunyarzad.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
It's...
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you
It's
to
messing
have
with my
any
neural
regrets.
pathways.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but...
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
I do.
Did Dunyarzad already go back?
Did you not just see her?
Return and get some sleep. So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that déjà vu feeling was all about?
Right now we're about to do Déjà Vu, the feeling that I will be here again. That's what it is.
Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day.
You tend to stop thinking the moment you wake up, so...
Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep?
Get the fucking thing off my ear.
Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Continuation.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You're sounding more tired?
Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea!
Yeah, when you're tired, you tend to be short with people anyways.
Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival.
Groundhog Day.
Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you want. It's not that simple. Each box contains
Shut up,
a
shut up, shut
random-
up, shut up, shut up.
And there's also...
Shut up.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Number 4, number 4, number 4, number 4, number
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Hi. Paimon
knew she always had incredible luck.
Always, what's from, I was gonna make a Doki Doki literature trope,
Ah, wait.
What? She was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way...
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Oh no.
Hey, where are you going?
Chase the child joke. Chase the child joke. Hit me. Like I said, chase the child joke. You're trying to get me out of Sumeru, so they stop doing that to my head because I want to break it. Please, let me break it. Let me break it. Didn't realize they could control time and space.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
Till we figure. No.
Traveler?
Glitch in the Matrix. Over there.
What?
Oh no, the cat! It's gone! If you see a black cat crossing the thing twice, that's a Matrix reference, isn't it? The black cat walking past the door twice? It's a glitch in the Matrix. I haven't seen the Matrix in years. Lost little girl? I was gonna make an Into the Woods reference, but then I absolutely had a mind blank of that song that the wolf sings to Red Riding Hood.
Look! That's... isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Let's use it together.
This seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do.
Take the red pill. Or is it the blue pill?
What the? This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No.
Red pill makes you wake up. Oh, okay.
40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival?
Oh, wanna know something hilarious? people always talk about taking the red pill to
Been trapped in a single day?
you know, wake up from the system, and the whole thing about men and women and just alpha males and all this other stuff. You know, the two brothers that created the Matrix are now sisters in the sense that they've transitioned, and nobody wants to talk about that.
What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way.
The way.
What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us?
We're special. We're the main characters.
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that.
Bitch, I think you already understand that I'm stuck in a loop.
As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
I can read everybody's mind. I know you've entered.
Good, you passed the test.
Yay?
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things.
I know, right? That to make analogies, basically you have to, you know, use public arts and, you know,
so,
poetry and all this other stuff.
What do you know so far? What do you think the truth is?
I have a mind palace? Cool.
Happening right now seems to have happened before.
Oh, I speak.
This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the
I guess the gold one is where I'm supposed to do.
Celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Time loop, okay.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
A time loop. You've given Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that a simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still... Dunyarzad! The Sabzeruz festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Hey, the truth within the truth. I don't know, Kali, even though I haven't...
Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth.
The truth within the truth? Start making Fullmetal Alchemist...
the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something.
It's a simulation! Ah! Get the thing off my ear.
You say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again.
The fact that academia, he said, enjoy it to your heart's content, means that it's probably only affecting those that celebrate her. Therefore, they're pulling power and energy from it, because we are more and more tired. Ooh, shiny. Serious conversation.
Hey, it's you guys again.
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday?
Philosophical question for the ages.
From the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense
Yes,
is this? Are you two daydreaming?
I mean, the thing is, philosophy and philosophical thought process is also a form of knowledge.
No one dreams in Sumeru. Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that?
They're connected to the Matrix.
Anyway, if this all really were just a
And
dream,
as they get older, they become more and more connected to it. Or it's easier when they reach a certain age, because the mind, even though the mind stops completely aging until 25, but I mean...
Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
But once they become, their brains are old enough to actually fully connect to the system.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
A clue!
Anyway,
a clue!
What kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
No.
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals.
I'm not a mere mortal.
The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is.
You mean keep late to,
Fortune-telling is just
day?
fortune-telling. It's no
Break?
good for practical problems. We haven't made any
I
progress.
beg to differ. It works with philosophical problems like we're having right now.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find...
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
It's just a flesh wound.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could've went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
I have a fucking mind palace.
My mind feels exhausted, even though Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And the moon, illusions, and light.
I can't connect any of them.
People in Sumeru don't dream.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I'm on.
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Nope, there is more of a bounce to her step. There is. Even if it isn't going uphill. Might be her shoes that are causing it. This is coming from an animator.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
No, her eyes are awesome looking.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's She's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
It's so cute. I just noticed the leaf on the side of her head.
Gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical.
And no wonder the Fatui want it. Most likely somewhere behind everything.
Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
We read your brain.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
People in Sumeru don't dream. My mind feels exhausted. What's happening right now seems... Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Can I not?
That doesn't sound...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price.
Yes.
Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Mind control.
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
Yeah, I figured that out pretty quickly.
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
I was gonna make a "do you need a room" joke, but then she's a lolly.
We should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Hi, Muffin Kingdom. Thank you for the raid. I usually notice that earlier than they've probably gotten in. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. How you doing?
Huh? What is it? Oh,
What were you playing?
Akasha terminal.
Bunny Raid?
Sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
The same sound.
That's probably an important.
We go ahead and add a follow,
We
Han.
weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
There we go. Or was I already following you? Come on, come on. I shouldn't actually be surprised on that. I still haven't gotten mine to work again.
Traveler, did you hear that?
No.
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was
How's it
coming
going
from
on
inside
that?
my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle.
I'm in a pod somewhere, aren't I? I'm a pod person.
Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
Because wisdom is a valuable commodity. Well, knowledge
It's
is.
extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
Not wrong.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
Nice. Well, it's nice to meet you, Muffin.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
A clue, a clue.
Okay,
A little
then.
tired today. Aw.
Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Kept resetting a lot. Ugh, that sucks. I know that's
There you are.
frustrating.
I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries
Shiny.
and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't
Shiny.
get you anywhere.
Shiny. Oh, sorry, were we talking?
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Nope.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Remove the thing from your head.
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
I mean...
It's even possible that this entire world is alive, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
Can we take the thing off of our heads?
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow.
Take the thing off your head, goddammit.
Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Don't use the word dookie again.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Yes, she did.
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words.
I mean...
He was sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
I don't know about you, but I feel relieved after using the restroom, but hey.
Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day.
Yeah, we didn't...
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
We still haven't fucking taken the thing immediately off this.
I thought the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
I will back away slowly.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
Shut up, Paimon. You have that problem too.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
I get it, but shut up, Paimon.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop...
We did not notice it. I noticed it. That's the way I'm saying it.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still... Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on... If all all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again.
What if the weather changes and it's raining?
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before.
Then how the fuck are the fruits still fresh? I can understand her still getting sicker and sicker because she didn't have much time left anyways.
But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Still the wrong
Why
conclusion.
don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right! She did.
Well, I mean, at least we know it's an insect.
Let's go!
Like I said, at least we know it's an insect. Does that count? We're now at least in the same ballpark. You know, you think how many times I've relived this fucking day I would remember how to get there? This is an interesting Groundhog Day kind of thing, actually. Let me get rid of these shinies before it fucking messes with my mind again in these cutscenes. Because I am like a moth.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you...
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's...
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything. It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Simulation, simulation, simulation!
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike.
Of course, when I bring up the simulation thing, they don't live in a world that has something like a simulation, even though my character apparently has some connection to Honkai Rail, which means that I should be used to the thing of simulations, because I'm from a technologically advanced
It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun.
Is it?
Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
We have been thinking about that for a while.
Ask Nahida. Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city. Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But
leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night.
Maybe we were too late before the beep went off.
You two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Why do we do it now?
Our memories are back! About that... Well, where should Paimon begin?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Fuck?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Why does the world become yellow?
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
I can speak?
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Why does Paimon have to do that?
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
We have the grainy effect. We have the grainy effect! Oh no! I'm in my memories, all alone is la 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 la.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
If I don't hurry.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Angsty McGangster. You know, I can jump over the...
Looks like he really doesn't know.
Jump over the fence! Jump over the fence!
We can't get anything out of him. Let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once.
I mean, why didn't we think of that at first?
This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry! Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you.
Bitch, you do nothing anyways.
Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Be the same as with...
Paimon will wait for you.
And I never returned because I got rid of Paimon finally.
Just a quick look. And please, be careful.
Me? Careful? Have you not been... Yeah, you have been with me this entire time. Me being careful?
Memories! Traveler!
What's wrong, Paimon?
Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared.
I might feel a turn in my heart about this.
I waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
Do you think she has abandonment issues? I mean, I feel the feel.
She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
I think...
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
I mean... yes.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
And from yesterday.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
You weren't zoning out.
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
Like a dog who's watching their owner wander away.
You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city.
What if I hit my head really hard?
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
They're also erasing the memories of those who leave.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose.
Oh, really?
But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
Leave behind something other than memory.
Like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
I've been doing that since we started this conversation because it's rude not to look at you.
Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for
What
me.
about the canned knowledge?
Yep, now we're talking.
Shh. Fourth wall break.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I think you should still.
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it. Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler.
I mean, yeah, no, I think this is an unhealthy relationship. You're too attached.
That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
I already did the slight message there.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
That could be the reason why they aren't paying as much attention.
Entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty. Except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Can I have more of my character speaking? Please?
That's one heck of an info dump.
Is it?
Sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
As though they were dreams.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
Oh, fun.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Oh, would you look at that?
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Are we cutting off the program?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
Shutting off a program.
It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha
And
terminal.
then it's reappearing when they turn it back on.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one... My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends...
Oh,
Thing
so
is,
that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later
like a
on,
reload of...
Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Program simulation.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of
game.
gods
Hardy har
seven
har.
seas. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
Secret, where's my brother? Alright.
Hey, where are you going?
Nowhere far. Literally. What was I at? Negative 500 out of 10. The fact that you still can't pet the dogs and cats. And the foxes. And you can't own foxes at my house.
Do you want
I
some alone time to
refuse.
think? Alright then, Paimon
I will look it up on YouTube before I actually do it myself. And even if I look it up on YouTube, I'm not doing it.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin.
Nope, 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 nope.
I'm going to go watch it.
I refuse to allow you to have the sin. Oh, they dodge! That is hilarious! You think you can kill cats? And they are right for it. They are absolutely right for it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Which reminds me, I took a picture. Let me pull. Where would it be?
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler?
I happened to break open an area on what looks like a cat island where it's a cat shrine. And it was a bunch of cats sitting around a chest. And I was like sitting here going, there's nothing creepy about this, that they were under rocks that I broke, and there's a bunch of cats.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no.
And I took a picture of it because I was like, what the fuck?
You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Like I said, you'd think I would remember moving around this area better than I do. Well, I also have memory loss problems. Brain injury. You hit dogs? I'm not even going to try and do that either, but it was just a thought that occurred.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
No, but yes.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
You mean what the dwarf within the flask never quite understood, and the whole door of truth? Oh, sorry.
Okay. Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis.
There's something I need to connect.
I've experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest, except these have no sign of human presence. The moon, illusions, and lies. People in Sumeru don't dream. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream.
Why does she get to say it when I'm...
The Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to
Are we in the girl that's laying down's host?
So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
I mean, I guess maybe for their characters it might blow their mind.
Answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
We're just gonna see if they're...
grants knowledge to the people. It is the manifestation. The Akasha relies on the power of...
That doesn't...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Yes.
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination.
Oh, would you look at that? There's no reason in... I would say it's this where its non-reason exists, dancing and all this other stuff and music.
Dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
But wisdom also comes in different forms. It's not just knowledge.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick?
That's how propaganda works, sweetheart.
The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Well, not only that is, when your brain is in sleep mode, they can use it to compute things.
Oh?
Together?
By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Because it's unconscious, therefore it can think of...
Grand Sage said, go sell...
I didn't want...
My mind feels exhausted even...
What was the question again?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero... The beep is a... Those spaces kept disappearing before... Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces...
I'm just going through all of it. mass production of dreams. Yep, they
Correct.
control the mind.
The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
What is it, a band?
Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Or whatever in Japanese thing?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
No, because sometimes it makes people look, people think that you're more intelligent than you really are. Or you make analogies that really aren't that good, and everybody looks at you and say that you're being smart, pretending to be smart.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
Lesser Lord? The moon.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation.
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
You're so cute. I want to pat your head. Oh my god. Sorry.
That wasn't hard at all.
Shut up, Paimon.
Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all.
I'm gonna pat her head and give her hugs, since we only, she says she only exists because we interpret her, and that's kind of a sad existence if you really think about it. She needs hugs.
It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Like, cuddle with you like I do my nieces and nephews, kind of.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life.
When they're depressed.
On the
Or
other
sad.
hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds.
I was already halfway figuring this out anyways.
Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion.
I wouldn't say irreversible.
To that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
I mean, sometimes you should.
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality.
The sleepwalker might be getting into, you know, pain.
The Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything
Like
that strikes them
saying,
as surreal.
overtired from doing college work, staying up an entire weekend to get it finished, and getting up and thinking there's an intruder in her dorm room and literally almost breaking her toe because she's running across the room to attack it and run into her roommate's bed.
Secondly,
not that that's a
wondering why people don't have any
thing that
memories
happened
from
in real
earlier
life, of
samsara,
course.
right?
Of course, it's just a, you know, hypothetical.
That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any
Never,
case,
yeah.
their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon.
At least I know in my dreams that I will still attack somebody coming in who looks like it's gonna hurt either of us.
Example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of déjà vu.
And all the people we've met do not have the blessing of Dendro.
Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
I'm protective even in my sleep.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate.
That's why she's having problems?
Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
And the people in our head said we're okay with casualties.
Lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Or they want to torture those who believe in you.
Even you don't know the reason? Wow.
They have
Now
such
that's strange.
mean beliefs about you.
Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it.
Or maybe they think those that would believe in a god
Traveler, do you have any information?
would have richer dreams in the sense of they could believe.
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's...
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... I know, right?
Okay, we're gonna just go through that. I was thinking...
The Academia's Traveler, do you have...
It would go...
Celebrate the birth... Could it mean... Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety.
Well, I
No matter
mean...
what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable.
Like you said, lab rats.
After we end the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
I mean, I was already planning to do that. You don't have to state it aloud.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This
Yeah.
is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
The moon still affects the tides. To say that we don't need the moon would be very, very negative.
A sun and a moon?
It also slowed down the rotation of the Earth.
Nahida's talking
So
in
that
riddles
it's...
again. Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers
She died. She died. She died. She died. She died.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't
I knew they were
believe
gonna kill her off.
Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon.
No worries, hun. You have all the time. Well, not completely all the time in the world, but.
I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets.
Sweetheart. You can still help others. I think she would prefer that.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
Yeah. Like Barbos.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Especially since he got pain from being kicked in the balls, the stupid twink.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Well, I was wrong on the who created the host.
So, how should we find that person?
Is it us?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness.
The redhead. The redhead.
Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination?
Imagination.
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal.
I still owe you and she's a song.
Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it.
Yeah, food may be on it, but it might not be my food.
However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond.
So lucid dreaming.
And the server really will bring you gold and mora.
Are you telling us that's what we need to do? Because Paimon will not stop.
Right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
Redhead, redhead.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Redhead.
And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
Like I said, maybe you should do it before they hurt themselves, too.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
I mean, that's a large conclusion.
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara.
I mean, dreams are supposed to be that. Well, actually, dreams are just your mind, getting rid of the gray matter that's dead, and yeah.
Only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person.
Are we gonna wait for cheese?
Such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
You shouldn't be demoralized. I mean, it should rally you more.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But
you want to do it now rather than wait for...
Dunyarzad would definitely want
cheese?
to see us save everyone else.
Cheese should have been here by now, thinking about it.
The samsara for her sake.
Plenty of people now.
I was wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
I was expecting home.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So,
I'll say I'll.
who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight
No,
of Flowers,
it's the
is
redhead.
symbol of
God
the
damn
wholesome
it.
Zeru's festival, right?
Because she seems to be so attached to this, and the fact that the Grand Sage talked to her.
Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Okay. Karaoke redeem. I want to figure a better way out for that, because it's still not, the window is still being opinionated on whether it's gonna on Genshin, so I don't have to show what I'm typing when I need to, or find. Alright, you said magic inside. Say, if a 7-minute long song, I will skip between the. I forgot how long it is. Skip between the instrumentals, if you don't mind. Oh wait, I forgot that it's like a minute before she even starts singing. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I like this song. I forgot that there's like a minute of instrumentals. It's about as long as other ones. Once I get through the instrumentals at the beginning. Okay. There's 2 minutes of instrumentals, but I don't want to move it any farther across in case I miss the beginning. So no worries. When the dark wood fell before me, and all the paths were overgrown, when the priests of pride say there is no other way, I tilled the sorrows of stone. I did not believe because I could not see, though you came to me in the night. When the dawn seemed forever lost, showed me the life in the light of the stars. Cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember me. When the mountain rose before me by the deep well of desire, from the fountain of forgiveness, beyond the ice and the fire, cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember me. we share this humble path alone? How fragile is the heart? Give these clay feet wings to fly, touch the face of the stars. Breathe life into this feeble heart. Lift this mortal veil of fear. Take these crumbled hopes etched with tears, rise above these earthly cares. Cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember me. 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 Alright. There's that one, and then you said the magic inside. Let me pause it real quick so I can look and see what songs. Like I say, I keep forgetting which songs I put on that list, but I mean, that shouldn't really be surprising. Yeah, let's do the chieftains. I think the chieftains, yeah. Yeah, it pretty much is. It's like 2 minutes into it is instrumentals, and the rest is, once the please remember me will continue with the elemental, the instrumental part, so. Where do I want Utopia within Temptation? There's also St. Stephen's Cross. Why don't we do Vienna Tang? I love it. And how about something upbeat? Great, stray Italian Greyhound might be good for that, so we'll do that. Vienna Tang is awesome, by the way. I'm here to show you who I am. Throw off the veil, it's finally time. There's more to me than glitz and glam. Oh. And now I feel my stars aligned. For I had believed what I was sold. I did all the things that I was told. But now that has changed and now I'm bold. 'Cause I know that I am just a pony. I make mistakes from time to time. But now I know the real me. I put my heart out on the line. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Ow, ow, ow. And the magic in my heart stay true. Ow, ow, ow. Just like the magic inside of you. And now I see those colors right before my eyes. I hear my voice so clearly, and I know that it is right. They thought I was weak, but I am strong. They sold me the world, but they were wrong. Now I am back, I still belong. 'Cause I know mistakes from time to time. But now I know the real me. I put my heart out on the line and let the magic in my heart stay true. Oh, wow, wow, wow. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Just like the magic inside of you. Just like the magic inside of you. Forgot that goes up in the end. Alright. Stray. Italian Greyhound. Very much lighter for her, but some of her songs are gorgeous. Should it be or St. Stephen's Cross? I like both of those really. I don't know, both of these have been kind of upbeat songs. Kinda. St. Stephen's Cross, actually. Just. Well, one of these is slower, but has a nicer. Slow, but is sweet, and the other one is a bit more upbeat, in the sense of the sound music. Which one sounds better? Happy. Great. Italian Greyhound. Open. Oh no, not now. Please, not now. I've just settled down to the glass half empty, made myself at home, so why now? Oh, please, not now. I just stopped believing in happy endings, harbors of my own. But you had to come along, didn't you? Tear down the roofs, throw up the windows. Oh, if you knew just what a fool you have made me. So what do I do with this? This great Italian Greyhound, these inconvenient fireworks, this ice cream cone covered screaming hyperactive thought. God, I just want to lay down. These colors make my eyes hurt. This feeling calls for everything that I am not. I'm not that kind. I'm so good at shooting down any notion this tired world could change. It's all been bought. Well, at least that was my line. No use in spending that emotion when there's someone else to blame. But you had to come along, didn't you? Rev up the crowd, rewrite the rule book. Where do I go when every note turns into maybe? So what do I do with this? This sunburst of starlight and me with my umbrella, crossing decks and every weatherman's report. I was ready for the downslide, but not for spring to well up. This calls for everything I can't afford to know is possible now. What do I do? Do I do with a love that won't sit still, but do what it's told? What do I do? Do I do with a love that won't sit still? Instrumental break, yeah. I still owe you one cheese, by the way, too. Vienna Tang is the singer that needs more fans. Please not now. Please not now. Please not now. Please not. What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't sit still? With the love that won't sit still? What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't? With the love that won't sit still? What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't sit still? Won't do what it's told. What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't sit still? Everything that I am, everything that I am, everything that I am, everything that I am. All right. All right. Like I said, she is an awesome, like, she has a mixture of jazz and all this other stuff. It's just such a gorgeous, she deserves more fans. She really, really does. Oh, can you see into my eyes like open doors? Down into my core, where I've become so numb, without a soul. My spirit's sleeping somewhere cold until you find it there and lead it back home. Wake me up inside, wake me up inside, call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've become. Now that I know what I'm without, you can just leave me. Breathe into me and make me real. Bring me to life. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've become. Bring me to life. But a lie, there's nothing inside. Bring me to life. Frozen inside without your touch, without your love, darling. Only you are the life among the dead. This time I can't believe I couldn't see, kept in the dark, but you were there in front of me. I've been sleeping 1,000 years, it seems. Got to open my eyes to everything, without a thought, without a voice, without a soul. Don't let me die here. There must be something more. Bring me to life. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've become. inside. Bring me to life. Alright, need to take a drink after that. Yeah, I'm not very good with bars. Right, back to Genshin. Let's end this stream, kinda. How are you doing today, Cheese? Oh, thank you for the bits, hon, Haru. I appreciate it. As my voice decides to whether it wants to continue working. But no, I appreciate it, hon. Just relaxing? I can understand that. Relaxing because it was a stressful work, or just relaxing because it's no more work? Oh, I forgot. I saw it. Muted that so that it would not interfere with singing.
Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment?
Thought experiment.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Shut up. Yeah, I know, right?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Yes.
Less questions, more wishing!
Yeah, I wish Paimon would be more exact on that one.
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Ow. Ow, just hit me in the heart, why don't you?
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself.
Yeah, simp,
She's always
but
so
I mean...
gentle and kind, and all the kids love her.
I know it's a simp, but also, it's just, we know, this is, ow.
I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Shut up, Paimon, we know what happened to her. Just keep digging keep digging that dagger, why don't you?
I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone
If you're wondering,
to have
Cheese,
a happy
she's
Sub-Zero's
dead.
festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not
And
that
we're living in a
interested how
dream that
everyone else
repeats
feels.
itself over and over again.
In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing.
I mean, it's really sweet, except you keep stabbing me with this goddamn knife in the...
Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
She's dead. How does that feel? She's dead.
Guess he isn't
Hey, if you keep hurting me this way, I'm gonna throw this at you. Like I said, if you're gonna keep stabbing with the knife, I'm gonna reciprocate it by stabbing you repeatedly in the feels.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her, but none of them has any idea that she...
Shut up, Paimon.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers. Huh? But handle them. Hey, traveler!
I need somebody to beat up, and I want to beat them up. It also could be or whatever. Then she seems to be getting better with muscle memory, but I mean, I think it's the redhead. Yeah, shut up, poor little kids who don't understand.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
Hi, boys. I have some aggression to take out.
So you got yourself
And
some
you are
backup.
looking like the perfect punching bag.
Suit yourself.
Scream.
You're going down.
Scream as loud as you can, please. It'll feel better as I beat the living hell out of you.
A new punch.
Over here! Rest and rebuild! Motion to compel!
Look, I know she was supposed to die, and I figured that out for how we were characterizing her. And the fact that she had no special outfit, so she had to die, kind of thing. Han always shoots first. Ha ha ha.
Surprise!
At least...
Incinerate!
You aren't screaming loud enough. Should I kill you slower?
Let's move out. Motion to compel. Over here. Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
No. I was taking out my rage. There's a difference.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this.
Well, she's dead. You hear me? Dead. She doesn't have to see me like this.
Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in... This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures!
Okay, that's fine, Haru.
Hey, the windows are unlocked!
Oh, good for that.
Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
If it's a dream, it really fucking doesn't matter, does it?
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
After almost 16 years, I'm finally able to get these notes written before the blah 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 festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately, so I was hoping I'd be able to give you this before that. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning the Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid there are very few who still know much about her. Still, I hope this will be of use to you in your search for her. Godievaville water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water. But one day the people suddenly found the water drinkable again. Some say that the green light was seen near the water's source the previous night. Everyone believed that this was the divine power of the Lesser Lord Kusanali. It sounds quite possible. The decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in Godievaville then? After Mom passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep, but from one day on, I could hear a voice that would chat with me until I fell asleep. A nice lady told me that the Lesser Lord Kusanali must have been watching over me. Poor child, I hope that the festival will make him a little happier. It is quite similar to something I experienced that then as well. She is indeed a gentle god. There was this one time I had a wee bit too much to drink. I couldn't find my way back home to save my life. Then when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanagi. She was very tall and had the most muscular arms, and she caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have her looking out for me. I'm not sure this one has that much value as a reference. That probably was just a tree, right? Yeah. These folk records appended with Déjà references and opinions sleep. Every page didn't leap past.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away.
Can you stop stabbing that knife? I think my heart is mush now.
Preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry
Stop
about.
it, Paimon, or I will start stabbing your heart too.
She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Stop.
Hey, where are you off to now?
I'll have to take out my rage somewhere, my wrath. Why are we talking to her? Fake her. Robot her. Puppet her.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Butterfly, thank you.
Traveler? You must be exhausted.
Really?
Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Look, like I said, my heart is mush right now. Can you just please stop? At this point, I'm gonna become numb and be very, very... Yep, no. I'm just... no.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Milu's dance of Sub-Zeros.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Some part of her is still there.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Yeah. Wrong button. Bye. How much money? No, look at that. I need shrimp. I also need to go fishing. That's off-stream stuff.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved.
I have a
He's
bit
a
of...
sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
It is completely fine. Like I said, I have some things to work out.
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
They're puppets.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
Yes. Now let me take my anger out on them.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers.
Well, being that the game won't
She
let me, I
ultimately
will
could
do
never
it.
truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That's not purple, that's fucking pink. Don't make me go color theory on you. I had to take that class twice.
That beautiful shade of purple.
That's not...
Aren't those flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend?
They're more magenta.
I didn't even notice. Tanyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the
Magenta.
goddess of flowers passed away? So, Al?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore.
Magenta.
Nilu's
It's a
subconscious
pink.
that could appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida
It's more
told us.
red than purple.
People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming.
Well, good that we are saying this aloud right in front of her.
How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Oh, good.
Huh?
How did you come?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh,
Oh, wait, that
sounds
one.
Familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right
good,
before him.
good.
He was captivated.
Dolly.
After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
I don't know, academia and...
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
That's pretty.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
Before you say anything sexual, I'm curious to see the hand movements are correct. My mom, when she was younger, studied belly dancing, and she showed me some stuff. But no, the hand, I only remember bits and pieces.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would
Stop stabbing me. I don't have goosebumps right now. God damn it.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
I'll be nice. Good morning, Paimon.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
I mean, I don't think we can jump over to Kingdom Hearts. I repeat, you'd think after how many times I've run around this goddamn place I'd remember. We already know that she's gone. She's alive.
Well done, traveler and Paimon.
You're not Catherine.
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
Thank God I took that off my ear.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Yeah, stop making me feel emotions. Let me get rid of these fucking goosebumps.
Oh, traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zero's.
Well, when we finish D3, which is 3D, which is Dream Drop Distance, It will be the prologue chapter, which is with Aqua, and I plan on putting those two into the same stream, which will be tomorrow.
Tea is ready.
And then after that is Kingdom Hearts 3.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
But that would have me pass by the guild, which would kind of be creepy.
What's going on? Why are you two so excited to see me? Hasn't it only been a night?
It's actually been much longer than that.
Oh? Strange. Was I really asleep that long? No wonder I have such a headache.
Well, it is pulling energy. And then after that, I have a complete and total understanding. I will do the expansion pack for Kingdom Hearts 3, but I'm not fighting Yuzora. I am just not. This is not happening. And then after that is probably an entire stream dedicated to the Dark Road, which is the other mobile game. And then after that is the Torture, that is a rhythm game. Okay, yeah. That is interesting. Catherine is gone from here. So Catherine didn't have to see another side of herself.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's alright.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Look. Sometimes, we process emotions differently per person.
Fine. Everyone reacts differently.
Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a
Yeah, I
red
process
sky.
my emotions so well that I bury them.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul.
Yeah, I know, right?
Her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret.
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Some.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that.
How about this? It is taken literally, and she wants the world to forget about her so you can take her place. Because they treat you so badly.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
It's just how cruelly they treat the new god.
I wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Teyvat's. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
Okay, tell me what Catherine really is. Is she actually a puppet?
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Yes.
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal.
Good thing I took mine off.
The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied
Bionic
their consciousness.
Ishnai. I knew it!
When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Ishnaian puppet.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret?
No, not really.
Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
She might not be strong enough for that.
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still
I mean,
empowering
if
this
she's
nation.
those two things, how did she die?
And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
See, I want to hug her. So bad.
You got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom
She
as long
needs
as I can
hugs.
connect my
She
consciousness
needs
to the
hugs.
Akasha.
She needs hugs. She needs hugs.
Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line.
I have huge doubts about that.
I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero Samsara, the situation could have become dire.
But by the sounds of it, there is more than one Samsara.
I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals.
As if they knew.
I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
I wonder.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Nah.
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming. You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
I mean, once you get used to a certain reality...
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared.
And propaganda.
Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Propaganda!
Misdirection?
Propaganda!
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place,
there we go.
The sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt.
Yeah, believe in your dear leader.
By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge.
No, but it won't let me ask the questions I want to ask.
To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while.
Cool.
Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate future.
You so sure about that?
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief.
This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Can we have a better birthday for you again? Like, actually have an event that lets you have a good birthday?
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
You were malfunctioning.
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh,
good thing she didn't walk off the side into that water.
Thank you.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
Yeah, it's only been 5 minutes.
Just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Right, I'm gonna go over here and do this thing so I can level up one of the weapons I got from before. I need that one to level up her nice bow I got.
This world is full of unsolved mystery.
Well, I'm hoping to actually get one of the lower ones more than I am. I should probably, since it's 42, rather than one of the bigger ones. Because I got a nice, good bow recently from a drop. Not drop, from a pull. So I actually need to actually do the lower levels rather than one of the higher levels, but thank you on that. So I can level up what's her name's a weapon. But like I said, thank you for that. Oh, the thing is, I have a ton of the higher level ones of this one. That's the thing.
Admissible evidence.
Like, too many. Well, it probably won't be too many when I actually start leveling things up, but I have tons of this one. It's just not the lowest level one, of course. Which, you know, my luck kind of thing.
Germinate.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of the events gave me ones that were far higher than what I need for her weapon.
Eyes on me.
Get back here, too.
Motion to compel. Yikes. Time for your arraignment.
Was halfway distracted on doing that. Like, I got a lot of ones that are right above this one that I need, because I need the lowest. Is that enough? Because it's for her weapon. Yep. Meh. Be fine. Okay, some more tomorrow. Alright.